Hello, everyone. My name is John Burns, and it's a great honor for me to introduce our keynote speaker today. I met this gentleman for the first time in 1996 in Tidewater, or the Chesapeake Bay, Virginia area. This gentleman has been involved in our industry now for 28 years. He's helped dozens of people earn six-figure annual incomes, and he has helped thousands earn in excess of $1,000 a month for people working the network marketing profession on a part-time basis. He's a real joy, and you're really going to enjoy this training, and more importantly, you're going to learn a lot from it. Without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Tandy Brown. Tandy?
Hey, John, how you doing today?
I'm doing outstanding, brother. So glad you're here with us today.
Well, it's good to be here. We're going to try and have a little bit of fun today and hopefully give the folks a little bit of information to help them build their business with. So without any further wasting of time, I will get started. I know a lot of you people don't know me. I'd like to start off, I'd like to see a show of hands of how many of y'all have either heard me before or this is your first time. Now, all the hands should be up, so I'm just going to have to take y'all at your word. So if you've already heard me before, please laugh at any of the attempts at jokes and all that kind of stuff, and we'll have a lot of fun. Real quickly, my story, I was born at a very early age, and when I first came to this country, I didn't know anybody. I couldn't speak the language. I had no money. I was naked and only weighed 8 pounds. But I grew up, I lost all my hair and gained 200 pounds, so here I am. So that kind of brings you up to date. I spent about 20 years in the financial planning business, and over those 20 years, people were always trying to get me into this network marketing business. And I wore a suit to work. I had 30-plus employees. You know, I was a professional person. I never wanted anything to do with it. But then a friend of mine started making more money than I was making. And he worked in Bermuda shorts and a T-shirt from sitting beside his pool. And that I was not comfortable with that because I really didn't like wearing a suit to work and dealing with employees and all the things that you have with having your own business. So I said, you know I don't want to do the network marketing thing, but I'll try it for 90 days to prove to myself that I don't want to do it. And long story short, 90 days later, I sold my financial planning business, and I've been full-time in the networking industry ever since then. That was 1988. And what I found was it wasn't what I thought it was, the network marketing business. It was mainly just helping people, you know, helping them with some kind of a challenge they had in their life, whether it was health or more money or whatever it was. But I fell in love with it and have been doing it ever since. So today, I can tell you I've learned from some of the best. I would suggest you take a few notes. Don't trust your memory. That normally doesn't work. You don't have to take notes on every slide that we're going to go over because John Burns is going to make a hard copy of all this available to you. So I'll just say as we go through this, every now and then, you know, you might want to write this down. But all the basic stuff will be available for you. Now, my topic today is going to be why the body needs more fat cells. Nope, that's wrong notes. We'll start again. It's not going to be about that. It's going to be the number one question that I think new distributors have. I've signed up, now what? So that's what we're going to cover, and hopefully this is going to be helpful for you. This was me when I first started in this business. You know, I didn't know what to do. So what I did was go out and find people that did know, because I learned a long time ago that success leaves clues. So that's what I'm going to pass along to you today is just some of the clues that I have learned over the years. These are some of the basics you need to understand. The big money is in the training. We need to train everybody. And the key to the training is to make it something that everybody can do, and they can do with limited time, because most people are busy today. The first thing you want to do is to figure out what your why is. Why is this important? This business is very simple, but it's the kind of a business that is just as easy not to do the simple things as it is to do them. I'll give an example. All of us could get on an exercise bike if we wanted to. It's a simple thing to do. Why don't we get on one every day? Because it's just as simple not to. So you've got to have a strong why in order to make yourself do the simple things that we're going to talk about today on a consistent basis. You've got to have a why. Build your why using the products, and you can build your why using the business. But you've got to have a strong why. Dream first and then set some goals. We've all heard about setting goals all of our life. You've got to have some goals. I call this the dream circle. You know, back when we were all young, we had a dream circle, all the things that we wanted in life. You know, you can think back on them. I know I don't have all of them on here, but these were kind of the things we all thought about. Now, what happens is we get out in the real world, we get a job, and we end up shrinking our dream circle down to fit our income. So we start leaving some of those things out that we wanted to do. And most people go through life just like this, shrinking their dreams down to fit whatever economic condition they're in. What we're going to talk about today is expanding that dream circle back out. And for most people, that will fall in two areas, either improving your health, improving your wealth, or both. So that's what we'll talk about. Your goals. Goals are nothing but the dreams with an action plan and a deadline. Most of y'all already know this. It's easier to get the things that you want than continue making excuses. The only thing between you and success are the excuses that you listen to. You don't reach a goal if you don't have one. You never make a goal if you don't take a shot. So you've got to set goals and write them down. Now, for years, people had told me, you've got to write down your goals. And I just said, you know, I'm one of these smart guys. I can remember my goals. But I never really achieved any of them. Till one day I said, you know, I'm going to do what they say do. I'm going to start writing my goals down. In fact, I started putting pictures up around the house. I had always wanted a red Jaguar. So I had pictures all over my house of a red Jaguar. First time in my life I'd ever done that. 90 days later, I had one. And I've had two more since then. I learned a valuable lesson. If you want to drive a Jaguar, you need at least two of them so you can make sure you've always got reliable transportation. But that's another story. So write down those goals. Your mindset, important for the new folks. If you haven't read the book, Think and Grow Rich, you need to read it. In that book, he talks about the number one reason people fail and don't get the things that they want out of life. And that reason is they listen to well-meaning friends and relatives. Folks, most of the people you talk to are going to tell you these things don't work, you can't do it, and they really don't want you to do it. Because if you start doing it and you start making extra money, they won't be able to afford to hang with you anymore. So most of them are not going to give you the positive reaction that you're looking for. Stay away from the negative people. They have a problem for every solution. There's really only a couple of dozen negative people in the world, but they move around a lot. So you've got to stay away from them. Find the right people. Find people that think like you do. If you're plugged into our daily calls, you're going to get to hear from a lot of people that think like you do. The trick is to survive all the wrong people. Now, they're out there. This is the biggest problem, I think, for new people, is surviving those wrong ones. This is a business. You want to work with the people that are serious. You might want to write this down. Are you serious or just kidding around? I use this all the time. Sometimes with somebody I'm talking to about the business, or talking to them about the product, or talking to somebody that's already in the business with me. Are you serious or just kidding around? You know, people are really serious about changing their life. You know, they're going to give you clues. And when they're doing something that you know that they shouldn't be doing, you've got to talk to them about it. You know, like if I was talking to John, and I said, John, are you on those daily calls, or are you at least listening to the recordings? And he says, well, no, I don't do it every day. I would say something like, John, are you serious or just kidding around about this business? Because I can't waste time with people that aren't serious. Most new distributors will spend 80 to 90% of their time working with people that aren't serious. You've got to identify them and work with the ones that are serious. Your first 48 hours, you want to set some business hours. You can work this business part-time, but you can't work it in your spare time. People don't have any spare time. So you got to make a certain specific time commitment, whether it's 1 or 2 hours a week, 10 hours a week, that's your choice. But you've got to make some specific time commitments. Watch the videos and the webinars several times. You'll learn something from them every time you watch them. It's like watching an old movie. You can watch an old movie 4 or 5 times, and you will see new things in the movie every time. Study your website so you know how it works. Look at a lot of good information there. The team page, our Facebook pages. You know, if you're not on our team site, get on it. Get somebody to invite you on there. This is so important. Plug in to the daily calls at 11 o'clock Eastern. This is the number in the PIN code. These calls are not only keep you in the business daily, is they train you. And as you hear this training over and over again, you'll start to go, hey, that does make sense. The training is excellent, and they cover it 6 days a week, every day. If you're not plugged into it, you're making a big mistake. Pay attention to the calls. Write down the names you hear on the calls. Write down their stories. These will help you build your business so much down the road. If you miss the call one day, you can get the recording of that call. That recording is available until the next day's call. This is your first 48 hours. You got to get ready to do business. I would suggest you meet or talk with your enroller or one of your upline leaders and tell them what you want out of the business. You know, if you're just looking to make an extra $300, $400, $500 a month, that's fine, and we can show you a game plan and help you do that. If you're looking to change your life and make a whole lot of money, we can help you do that too. But it's a little bit different program. So we need to know what you want out of the business. Be prepared to do business. You need some business cards. You need brochures and catalogs. You've got your websites from the company, the daily conference calls, 3-way calls with your upline. You want to use the products and build your story. Most people cannot really talk from the heart about products if they haven't experienced them. So use the products. Schedule a kickoff or a talking taste. Invite some folks over. Let them taste this tea. Let them taste a few of the products. You know, it can be a low-key event. It doesn't have to be a sales-type event. Just make it fun, because all you're trying to do is just introduce people to what we're doing. Know how to sign someone up and how to take a customer order. This is one thing that really gets to me. You know, I'll tell you a true story. I was at a meeting one time, and a new distributor came up with one of their guests, and the new guest said, I love this. I'm ready to go. What do I need to do? And they looked at the person that had invited them there, and that person had a blank look. They didn't have a clue how to sign them up. So you need to know how to sign somebody up, because one of these days, eventually, somebody's going to say, yeah, let's go. You want to know how to sign them up. Very simple process. Now we're going to cover the 6 steps to success. Step 1, this is on Mondays on our calls. The power of creating your story. Your story is going to be your introduction to everybody that you're going to talk to. You want to get it down cold, and you want to deliver it with some excitement, some enthusiasm. It's so important. You want to write it out. Make it specific. Pick something out. Memorize it. Storyboard it. Repeat it over and over again. You've got to have your story down. Now, you can build your business with excitement, but you can't build it with knowledge. Nobody cares about the knowledge. They want to do something that's exciting. If you're excited, you look like you're having fun, I want to hear about it. So don't just sit there and give them 2 hours worth of knowledge. Doesn't work. You got to keep it simple. Teach people to make better choices on a daily basis, and we get paid to do it. The business is our best product. Okay, most people today are looking to make some extra money. So you want to be able to tell people where I was, why I'm here, where I'm going, your why. Just be able to build that into your story. Build your product story and build your income story. When you're first getting started, you might not have an income story for a week or 2 or a month. So you want to focus on your product story and use other people's income stories until you start earning some income. One of the nice things about this company is we pay daily, so you can start making some money very quickly. Like I said, listen to the daily calls, take notes, write down the names and their stories. Step 2 is the power of the list. This is real important. Just pay attention. Your new business all starts with make your list. If you have trouble with that, get with your sponsor or your upline team leaders and let them help you make it. This is imperative. Sort your list into 3 different categories: friends and family, people that you look up to, and people that look up to you. Don't prejudge anybody. You most likely don't know if people need extra money. You most likely don't know if people have health issues. So don't prejudge anybody. Your job is to get them on your list. Friends, family, Facebook, people you do business with, strangers you meet when you're out. Everybody can go on the list. Just make one. Who do you know that brushes their teeth? Who do you know that does laundry? Who has pain? Who has diabetes? Who has college bills or loans? Wants a new house, new car, needs to lose some weight, wants more energy? They need to be on your list. Then we're just going to sort through the list and expose people to Sisel. And you're going to find that people on the list are going to pretty much fall into 3 categories: red apples, green apples, and rotten apples. The rotten apples are the people that I don't care what it is, they don't want it. Some people think it's their job to be negative about everything. So don't waste any time trying to change those people. They are rotten. They will always be rotten. And it's probably your negative brother-in-law or sister-in-law. You can't change them. Just let them rot. Green apples are everybody else. And they're green just because they don't have the information yet. Once they go through the information and see what Sisel has, many of them will become red apples. But your job is just to get the information to the green apples. Now, just having a list won't make you a success, but not having a list will keep you from it. Your list doesn't make you successful, but calling your list and doing 3-way calls will do that. It will make you successful. Understand how the numbers can work and understand the time lag. Good example that John Burns showed me that I thought pretty much summed this up is we all know what a microwave looks like. And we all know what a bag of microwave popcorn looks like. Why do we put that bag of microwave popcorn into the microwave? It's because we know and we believe that we're going to end up with popcorn. We have to trust it, but we believe it, so we do it. The list works the same way. I can tell you, if you make a list of at least 100 people and expose them to this business, at least 3 of them will decide to build it with you. Probably more. More will want to try the products and use the products. More may want to tell you that, hey, yes, I want to do the business. But 3 serious people is all you're looking for. And I can tell you they're on your list. You just have to believe that, just like you believe that popcorn's going to pop in that microwave. Understand the numbers. Your list, you start with 100. I guarantee you there's 3 people on there looking to change their life. Then all we're going to do is have those 3 folks do exactly the same thing. Go through this training with them. They're going to all make a list. That's 300 names on their list. And out of those 300, there's going to be at least 9 people that want to build a business with you. We just repeat the process. We're going to get 27 out of the next 900, at least 81 out of the next group of names. This is how this industry works. It's about a lot of people doing a little bit. And you could end up here with an organization over 100 people. How many people did you personally bring in? 3. It can grow to over 100. Just everybody following this little system. But it does take time. It's not going to happen your first week. It may take you a month. It might take you 2 months. It might take you 90 days. It doesn't matter how long it takes you, as long as it happens. And the only difference between somebody that's been in the industry a while and the person that's brand new and never been in, the only difference is the time lag. The numbers are going to work pretty much the same for both. It's just going to take the person that's been in the industry a little less time to do it because they've already identified these people. Make the telephone your friend. This is step 3. It's so easy to build this business as long as you'll Get used to using that telephone. We're going to use it to expose people to Sisel. If you don't have three-way calling on your phone, get it. If you don't know how to use it, learn how to use it. It's going to make you an awful lot of money. Take notes on the calls because they cover on Wednesdays the power of the telephone. You're going to pick up little bits of information every single Wednesday on how to use that telephone. Write down the names of the people that are talking. Write down their locations and their stories. Each one reach one so this message, the call, can teach one. Those daily calls, Monday through Saturday, can train everybody on your team. You just got to plug everybody in. Your telephone's $1 million tool, so let's use it. I'm going to give you some sample things to say. I don't really like using scripts, but I found it's helpful just to give you some ideas of some of the things you can say. You can take all these things and kind of customize it to your own personality. But if you're talking to a friend, now, and I do hear this a lot, I hate to talk to my friends, especially if they've been in network marketing with you before. You hate to pick up that phone and call them again. But this is what I would say to somebody. Hey, Sally, I probably caught you at a bad time. You're my friend. And you're probably either going to be mad at me now for calling you or mad at me later if I didn't call you. So you're going to be mad either way, so I'm calling. Because I owe it to you to let you know that I finally found exactly what I've been looking for so long, and I'm excited. If you have no interest, that's fine, but I owe it to you to show it to you. It's kind of like, if we were all at a high school reunion, and you came up to me and said, Tandy, I haven't seen you in a long time. What are you doing? And I said, well, John, I got involved with a company that had a real unique concept, about living toxin-free in your house, and I'm making an awful lot of money just going out there and sharing this story about toxin-free living. You would probably go, Tandy, if you found something so exciting and it was making so much money, why in the world didn't you run it by me? See, I know that's what John would be thinking. So I have that attitude when I talk to people, the ones that I know. I don't care if you're not interested, but I owe it to you to run it by you. You make the decision whether you're interested or not. But I don't want you mad at me down the road going, Tandy, why didn't you show it to me? You showed me all these other things that we didn't make any money in. Why didn't you show me that? So I'm going to show it to everybody. Something else I use. I found a way to get paid just by drinking tea. Losing weight and sharing my story with others. Kind of nice, huh? See, I try and have fun with it. I keep it very low-key. Because, again, I'm just looking for the people that are serious. If somebody told me that they found a way to make money by drinking tea, I want to know more. And I'm looking for the other people that want to know more. I believe I could stand on a street corner with a sign saying, I found a way to get paid just by drinking iced tea. Ask me. Somebody would stop and ask me. I found a way to get rid of all the toxins and poisons in my home that my family doesn't need to be exposed to every day and get paid to do it. I'm going to have something simple because all I'm doing is sorting through people that will look at this and go, hey, that makes sense. I want to know more. That's all I'm looking for. The reason I want to talk to you is I found what I've been searching for. You got to hear this, or you got to see this. You got to try this. I keep it very short and simple. Who do you know that wants to lose weight? Who do you know wants to make some extra money, has pain, or suffers from diabetes? Who do you know does their laundry? I found a way to help just by whatever it is, drinking tea, using our toxin-free laundry detergent, whatever it is. I keep it very simple. Again, I'm just looking for the people that are interested. And I don't want to sit there and bore them with all this technical information. They're just not ready for that at this point, so I keep it very simple. How would you like to make some extra money just by drinking tea, using detergent without any toxins in it, brushing your teeth without the toxins? I value your opinion. I'd like you to do me a favor and check out my new project that I'm really excited about. Like I said, all this, we've got a hard copy for everybody, so you don't have to write any of it down. Then I use the tools. As soon as somebody says, yep, I want more information, I use the tools. I don't tell them about it. I don't tell them about the products. I don't tell them about making all the money in the comp plan. I want the tools to do that. Because if I've got to tell them, then I've got to train them how to tell others. And that's where things will break down. Use the tools. Let the tools make the presentation. Let Tom Maurer tell them why they need to be taking Fucoidan. Not me. The people that know me know I don't know anything. So I want somebody else telling them. People that you look up to. These are the folks that you're afraid to call most of the time. Hey, Sally, I probably caught you at a bad time. The reason I wanted to talk to you is I value your opinion. Would you do me a favor and check out my new project that I'm really excited about? I found a way to get paid just by drinking tea, losing weight, and sharing my story with others. Kind of nice, huh? Found a way to get rid of all the poisons in my house. Who do you know that wants to lose some weight and make some money? Okay, pretty much the same presentation. But I come across as wanting their opinion because I respect them. Now, there's people that look up to you. Those folks, hey, Sally, I probably caught you at a bad time. The reason I wanted to talk to you is I found a way to get paid just by drinking tea. It's the same thing. All I'm trying to do is expose the information to people, and the serious ones will make themselves known. People that look up to you, finally found what I'm searching for. You got to hear this. You got to see this. You got to try this. Who do you know that wants to lose some weight? Everybody I know wants to lose some weight. Who do you know wants some extra money? That's everybody. And everybody's going to be interested as long as I don't say something to get them not interested. So I want the new distributor saying as close to nothing as possible. The new distributor's job is to get folks in front of the information, in my opinion. I would just like to make some extra money just by sending people to a website. Then use the tools. You have to be able to answer this question. What is it? 99% of the time, you're going to get this question or one other one. You've got to be able to answer, what is it? You can't kind of fumble around. You can't be trying to think of what to say. You got to practice it. Get your answer down. It really doesn't matter too much what your answer is as long as it just flows when they ask the question. You know, what is it? Hey, I found a way to make some money drinking iced tea. Just something. You don't want to get into a complicated discussion. Just answer the little question real quick. I'm helping some friends of mine launch an exciting new business, and I'm going to make a pile of money. Who do you know interested in a pile of money? See, I keep it very simple. I partner with Tom Maurer, and if you see what I see, we can make a pile of money together. I'm exciting. It's simple, and I've got a website that explains everything. Are you near your computer? See, I'm going to use the tools. I could explain this. John Burns could explain this. Laura could explain this, but we don't. We let the tools explain it because we know that that can duplicate. If everybody uses the tools, everybody's saying the same thing. But you've got to be ready to answer that question. The other questions you're going to get is, what do you do? You might get that from a stranger. If you're out just shopping in a store, you know, what kind of work you do? You got to have your answer ready. I help people earn extra money working from home. Who do you know that needs a little extra money? Just little simple answers to that question. What do you do? So just write some down, get some that you're comfortable with, and practice them so you're ready, because you're going to get those two questions, and you got to be able to answer them very quickly. Then just be excited and have some fun. I have a lot of fun. I'd embarrass you if I was out with you. Here's my typical conversation. You know, I'll meet somebody, they go, well, what do you do? Well, I share a website, show people how to make a ton of money sharing a website. Who do you know that wants to make some serious money? Well, doing what? Well, just sharing a website. Well, what's it about? It's about making a ton of money. I've got a website that explains everything. So who do you know wants to make some serious money? Well, maybe. Are you serious or just kidding around? I'm serious. You need to check this website out. And I give them my website. Not now. I say, well, thanks. Give me a call if you ever get serious about making a ton of money. See, I have fun with it because I know there's enough people out there that are interested in making some money. And I'm looking for the ones that are serious about it because they'll go to a website and check it out. I'm not going to sit there and try and explain it to them because while you're doing that, they're sitting there saying to themselves, I could never learn all that. Okay, especially if you have sales ability. They're sitting there going, that guy's a salesman. or that lady is a salesman. I'm not. I couldn't do that. But when you come across as a complete idiot like I do, they're sitting there going, well, if he can do it, I can do it. Sometimes I'll say the best thing about this is I didn't have to learn anything. People love to hear that. Don't have to learn anything? No. Are you kidding? I just send people to the website. I could never learn all that stuff. The website does it all. Well, what's in the product? Are you kidding me? The website tells you all about the products. I'm not going to try and explain to them what's in the products. Because that's just a normal question that a lot of people throw at you. And I've been around long enough on this earth to know that most people don't care. That's like me going, you want a Coca-Cola? And them going, well, what's in it? They don't ask what's in it. They just drink it because they know it tastes good. They're not really concerned about what's in it. That's just an automatic question that they throw out there. You know, I take it. I love it. I'm losing weight. You need to try it. You're going to love it too. Got to keep things very simple. Do you want to learn everything and then teach everybody else everything? Not me. I don't want to do that. My job is to enjoy the products and expose and sort. I use the tools and the events to explain and teach. Okay, let's say that again. My job is to enjoy the products and expose and sort. Use the tools and events to explain and teach. Expose using the tools of the videos, the websites, the products, the systems, the daily calls, samples of the product, Facebook, the telephone, and stories. These are all tools that we can all use. All we've got to do is direct people to them. And then some of them are going to have questions. So when you follow up with a three-way call with your sponsor or upline leader. Why do you want to do a three-way call? Well, let's say that you and I know each other. And I call you up and I get you to look at a video, and then after the video you go, well, Tandy, I got some questions. And you start asking a bunch of questions, and I answer them all. In the back of your mind, you're sitting there going, I've got to learn all that. I've got to learn the things he's saying to do this. And you may not think you can learn it all, or you may think you don't have enough time to learn it all. But when I go, you know, I don't know. Let me get John Burns on. He's been with the company a lot longer than I have, and I got him to answer all the questions, just like you could use him to answer all the questions. That's what I loved about this. I didn't have to learn anything. I just point people to the information and then let John Burns answer all the questions. Are you kidding me? And I'm making a pile of money. So I'm going to do a three-way call and put John on there to answer the questions. Even though I've got almost 30 years in the business, I don't want to answer the questions because it shows the person I'm talking to that they're going to have to learn how to answer all those questions. I hope that makes some sense to you. But three-way calling is very important. Let someone else, normally a total stranger, answer the questions. And the people that you know, trust me, will believe the total stranger over what you tell them. That's just the way it is. I don't know why it's like that, but that's the way it is. Bring somebody to the call every day. If you did that for a year, taking 65 days off, that would be 300 exposures. Half of them are going to try the products. 50 of them are going to use the products forever. But you're going to get 5 serious builders out of there every time. Just get in the habit of inviting people to the phone call every single day. The compensation plan. This is what first got my attention. Now, I'm going to tell you a true story. John Burns called me up and said, Tandy, I know you're good with numbers. I know you understand comp plans. I've written a lot of comp plans. I've advised companies on comp plans. So John said, I'd like for you to check one out for me. I looked at it, and I said, John, this is the first plan that I've ever seen where the part-time person can make some money. I have been dealing with companies for a lot of years trying to get them to understand that if they can get it to where the part-time people can start making significant money, that's going to be the next giant in the industry. But most comp plans favor the 1 or 2% of the people that bring in large groups. And then they have to change companies every few years because everybody else gets discouraged because they're not making any money. This comp plan, the part-time person can make some money. So I started from there because I wanted to know how they could pay all this money out. And I found out about the manufacturing facility and everything else. And once I saw the product line, I said, good gracious, this is going to be the next giant. So that's what first got me interested, was this compensation plan. Up to 8 levels of fast start commissions, paid daily. Up to 7 levels of direct commissions, dynamic compression, no group volume or sponsorship requirements. These are just unheard of in the industry. Can you imagine we can get in the business together for under $45? And you control your earnings with your auto ship, your personal volume. It's just unheard of. Your monthly auto ship plus all your customer volume counts toward these different titles. If you're doing a total of $50 in personal volume, that's you and your customers, you're bronze. $100, you're silver. $150, you're gold, and $200, you're platinum. And you make the same money on 4 levels, whether you're ordering $100 a month or $200 a month, until you get your group going. This is the best comp plan I've ever seen for a part-time person to get started with very little money. Just try the products and start sharing it with others. I love this plan. I really do, and it keeps getting better. They've got some leadership levels and commissions. These are going to be important to the leaders when they come into business, but they're not going to be important to the new person. The new person just, they're sitting there going, what do I have to do to get my money back? That's all they're worried about. So we try and show them. I've got a couple of just illustrative examples here for you, because I've never seen this amount of money that could be made with just a very little amount of effort. This is just a chart showing you that if you sponsor 2 people, if you found 2 people that want to get on these products, make a little bit of money, and then help them sponsor 2 each. That's 4 people on your second level. And they get 2 each. That's 8 people. You got a total of 14 people on your team. If everybody was averaging about $200 of personal volume, and again, that $200 is inclusive of any customers they have, your potential earnings would be about, I think I pressed the wrong button. Let me go back one. There we go. Would be about $250 with 14 people on your team. Folks, there are people that spend their careers in some companies and never get a check for $200. You probably know some of them. Help build this team one more step, 16 people down on your 4th level. Now with 30 people roughly in your organization, your income can shoot up to the 500 plus bracket with 30 people on your team. Folks, that's pretty good part-time income and enough to make significant changes with most people. I show the 2 because a lot of times people that are in these binary plans, I show these so they've got something to compare it with. Just real quickly, for those of you familiar with the binary, let's say you had 30 people in a binary plan. And let's say you were perfectly balanced, 15 on each side. That won't happen that way, but let's say it was. You were perfectly balanced. That means you had 15 people. If they were all doing $200 worth of volume, that would be $3,000 worth of volume in your pay leg. You'd make roughly 10% on that, which is $300. So in a binary with those same 30 people and the same volume, you'd make about $300. We're almost twice that. And again, that's under the perfect scenario for the binary. This is a good 90-day goal. You sponsor 3 people. Working as a team, help those 3 get 3. That's 9. Help those 9 get their 3. That's 27. You got a total of 39 people on your team. 39 people, that's $200 total PV, would generate about a $700 direct commission. Plus, you'd earn a 10% matching bonus on all your personally sponsored master distributors. Plus, you get 1 share of the Fast Start bonus pool. Plus, you have a $200 luxury car bonus, which would bring your total potential income somewhere between $800 and $1,000. Folks, that's with 39 people on your team doing $200 worth of personal volume a month. This is doable for anybody that puts a little bit of time and effort in the program. And I can tell you that an extra $800 to $1,000 a month will change most people's lives. If you want to make more money than this, simply go help some other people do this. Help 3 people do this, you're making a whole lot more money. And just teach people these basics, because this is a program that everyone can do. Building a team of over 100 people, you're in the $2,000 a month range. 200 people, $4,000 a month. 400 people on a team, you're at a 6-figure income. It's a comp plan that's fair for everybody, not just the 1 or 2%. Okay, most people are in network marketing to make money, and with most companies, they do not. And most of the time, it's not because the product's not okay or the company's not okay. Most of the compensation plans are not geared for the part-time people. We know with statistics that the average part-time person needs to make an extra $300 to $500 a month, to stay really interested in the business. They're going to work about 3 hours a week, and they're normally going to sign up about 3 people. They're going to stay 3 months, and then they quit. The reason they quit, because they didn't make any money. We've got solutions for all that. I can tell you, good products without a good opportunity, they just don't last. And a good opportunity without good products, that doesn't last long-term either. You need both. And believe me, we have all of it here. And we want to help all the new team members. This is just the company's opportunity plan. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this because Fabian does a wonderful webinar on it every single week. But just the basics of the plan, our fast start bonus, the things to remember about this, we pay it daily. With most companies, a person comes in. Let's say they come in the first week of this month. When are they going to get paid? Somewhere in the middle of next month. That's 6 weeks away. That's how most comp plans work. If they were fortunate enough to go out and earn some money the first week, they're 6 weeks away from a paycheck. Hours, 24 hours, they're going to get a check. Most people, if they need to earn some extra money, when do they need it by? The weekend, not sometime next month. They're looking to make some money now. Don't underestimate the power of our daily payout. And you can get paid down 8 levels of fast start bonuses. No caps, no limits. And the depth, how deep you get paid in the organization, again, is determined by your auto ship. You've got total control over it. It's not based on group volume, sponsorship, or labor requirements. None of that's in there. You order, you get a check. This is just an example of how the Fast Start can pay you over time. This is showing 5 distributors. You're at 20% Fast Start. If they were all doing $200 worth of volume, you'd earn $200. And so on. I'm not going to spend any time on this chart, but it's a whole lot of money as your group grows. We've got a great Fast Start program. The direct commission. After the first month, all the purchases fall into your direct commission category. These are your residual commissions. And you can see over here on the right side, if you're a platinum, you get paid 4% on your first level, 8% on your second, 10% on the third, 10% on the fourth. The same for gold, 4, 8, 10, 10. Same for silver, 4, 8, 10, 10. Again, that's with no volume requirements, no sponsorship requirements, no leg requirements. A bronze gets paid 4%, 5%, and 5%. That's somebody doing $50 a month. So just by going from $50 to $100, you get paid twice as much money. You've got total control over that. And that's where 90% of the people are going to live, in those first 4 levels. And we've got it to where they get paid on that volume, and all they've had to do is order. It's unheard of in the industry. Of course, you can get paid a lot deeper into your group, but I focus right here in the first 4 levels. This is just an example. You can see right here on the first 4 levels, this is an example of having 5 on your front line who get 5, who get 5, who get 5. All right, just on the 4 levels, you can see the income potential is 5 figures a month, just in the first 4 levels. Okay, no need to get any further than that. Most people don't relate to anything over that anyway. mean, if I'm sitting up there telling you, hey, you can make $30,000 a month, most people just tune you out right then. They can't visualize it, they can't imagine it, and they figure they can't do it. So I show folks numbers that they can see themselves earning. Trust me, you get somebody earning an extra 1,000 or 2 a month, they will start asking questions like, how do I get to 5,000 a month? And when they get to 5, they'll be going, I believe I can get to 10. I got to 5. So just bring them along slowly. Don't try and give them all these big numbers because they don't relate to them. We have a check match program. This is to reward you for helping people. You're supposed to help them anyway, but we give you a little extra money to help them. You can get a 10% matching check for all the personally sponsored people that you get into this business. So if they earn 1,000, you get an extra 100. It doesn't sound like a lot of money, but you get 4 or 5 or 10 people earning some extra money, it starts to mount up very quickly. And you can get this check match bonus down 4 generations of people. It's a whole lot of money, but again, I don't spend a whole lot of time on it because I just try to get somebody started in the business and get them making money before I show them all these other things. We've got some global bonus pools. We're in over 40 countries. This is a pretty good-sized number. And our leadership pool is 1% of the global volume. That gets split up among the leaders. And we've got a fast start pool, which is 5% of all the global volume that's in fast start. These are nice bonuses. And then we've got a luxury car bonus all the way up to $1,500. The nice thing that I like about this, it starts at 1 star at $200. So we're going to have people getting eligible for car bonuses much earlier than you could with most comp plans that are out there. So ballpark numbers, this is all you have to remember. If you've got one person in your group, you're going to make about $20. If you've got 100 people, you're going to make about $2,000. If you've got 1,000 team members, you're going to make about $20,000. Focus right down in here. I tell you, the first 100 people is the hardest. Once you get 100 people on your team, things get real nice because then the exponential growth really starts to kick in. So just focus on building that first basic team. The rest of it will kind of take care of itself. Now, step 6 is why Sisel? Why did you choose Sisel? Why are so many other people choosing Sisel? This is good information to know because people are going to ask you, why? Why did you do it? Well, one of the reasons is it's the world's first Wave 4 company. It's not another fad company. Like most of the companies I've seen in the last 10 years, they're just fad companies. The opportunity is a company that's finally designed a totally unique compensation plan for the part-time person to earn a meaningful income with a 60% plus actual payout with no breakage to the company. That's a very high payout to the field, very high. Part-time distributors can earn 8 levels of fast start commissions paid daily, 7 levels of direct residual commission with no group volume or personal sponsorship requirements. Okay, multiple streams of income in multiple product categories, all in one compensation plan and company. We are in most industries, and we cater to 99% of the people around the world. We don't have one particular product or one particular product line. We have multiple categories, something for everybody. There, believe it or not, there's people that don't drink coffee. So if we were just a coffee company, we'd be in bad shape. There are some companies that just carry, say, cosmetics or skincare. That eliminates 90% of the guys. They won't admit to using cosmetics. We've got everything, and we're adding more all the time. So we're going to have something for everybody. The product selection here is unbelievable. It's science-based. These are vastly superior. They use concentrated ingredients. When you understand what Tom does with the products, because of the manufacturing capabilities, he can put more ingredients in the products. And they're products that people are already buying. Big difference than trying to train a whole sales force of part-time distributors to go out and sell people on the need to add some additional products to what they're already buying. This is the transfer buying concept. folks are already buying toothpaste, already buying deodorant, already buying laundry detergent. All they got to do is decide to take the toxins out. Keep buying the same stuff you're already buying, except without the toxins. That makes sense to a lot of people. And all the different categories we've got. You just show the people, that they're not going to be interested in all of them maybe, but they're going to find enough categories with enough products that they're going to have an interest. It just makes sense. You know, if the information is right, or even might be right, that toxins are killing us, why wouldn't you take them out? See, that's just, to me, that's a common sense thing. You know, for me, I'm not going to put toxins in my toothpaste anymore now that I've been informed. Why are so many veterans in the industry choosing Sisel? All the above that we've just covered, plus they understand, like I said before, it's the first wave 4 company. The 5 criteria from the book: interconnectivity, infinite momentum, turnkey systems, sustainable commissions, and a high-touch factor. This company exceeds and excels in every category. We're on the Facebook. We've got the trainings all on the web. We've got webinars to train people. We've got daily calls. We've got turnkey systems like John Burns put together with the Wave 4 systems. Make the whole presentation for you. Sustainable commissions. There's money there for the part-time people. If they make money, they will stay in the business with you, and many of them will become leaders in the industry because they can make enough money while they're building it to keep it interesting. And the high touch factor, I have never seen a company communicate like this company does. And I've never seen company leadership so focused on helping the whole company, cross-line, up-line, sideline. It doesn't matter. Everybody's helping everybody, unlike anything I have ever seen. I had one new distributor call me up, and she said, "Can you believe the company called me to see if I had any questions on my first order?" You know, I've got other people that call me and go, "You know, the owner of the company just sent me a message on Facebook." This high-touch factor is unlike anything I've ever seen. And if you're already in the business, you already understand what I'm talking about. But it is unique. The tools. We're going to talk about the tools real quickly. We got duplicatable systems, the daily calls that we've talked about, the webinars. We've got webinars on losing weight, webinars on the comp plan, and a strong Facebook presence. The people, like I said, upline, sideline, crossline, everybody's helping. I've never seen anything like it before. And when I'm talking to somebody, I said, don't let this pass you by. Wouldn't it just make sense to check it out? When it's a real opportunity, it's knocking. I just hope you can hear it. These are 5 constants that most people have. Most are financially strapped, just at different levels. You know, a person making $1,000 a month doesn't have any money left at the end of the month. Most people earning $10,000 a month, they don't have any money left at the end of the month either. Most are financially strapped because they just spend it all. Most hate their jobs. If you want to have some fun one day, go out to a retail store. Find somebody that will help you, the sales clerk, and just ask them, you know, hey, you know, you seem to be enjoying this. You're really good at it, and you must love it here. All you got to do is say you must love it here. 90% of the time, they're going to sit and tell you over the next 5 or 10 minutes what they hate most about what they're doing. Okay, I just have fun with that, and I go out there. You must love it here. And you let them tell you what they hate most. Most insecure about their future. The 40-year game plan doesn't work anymore. Most people don't know what's going to happen next year, so they're insecure. Most people would like to have an income residual stream. They don't even know what it is. You know, residual income doesn't even register for most people. You got to explain to them. I can tell you what it's meant to me, and I'm just an old country boy. The value of not having a traditional job since 1988, that value I really can't put a dollar figure on. The time freedom because of a residual income, to me, is priceless. If you call me up, want to go play golf, I was free. If you want to go have lunch, dinner, you want to go somewhere for a week or two, I'm free. That time freedom, because of a residual income stream, made all the difference in my life. Now, if you come from a family that's got millions and millions of dollars, you've got residual income. I didn't come from that family, and probably most of y'all didn't either, or you wouldn't even be on this call today. So most folks would love to have a residual income stream, but they just don't think it's available to them. And most people are looking for a plan B or an option B, but they're just looking in the wrong places. All we've got to do is expose them to this. Our product, solutions for those 5 constants. And if you talk to people, they'll tell you which one of those 5 are most important to them. If they say yes, don't talk too much. Big mistake that many new distributors make. They talk too much. If they say yes, I say, are you serious or just kidding around? See, I just go right by all that talking. You need to check out the website right away, and then I'll give you a call. The website explains everything. I'll call you after you take a look. I'll get you some more information. What's your email address? See, they're not going to drag me into a conversation to try and tell them everything that I know about Sisel. I learn new stuff every day about this company. But there's no way that I can impart all that I've learned to somebody in a conversation, and I don't even want to try. All I try to do is get them to the information because I know that I can show them that that's something that they can do too. How do you build your team? You've got to have your why you're doing it. You've got to have your answer to what is it, and you've got to always expand your list. In addition to that, you've got to have the recipe. We're going to talk about the recipe for just a second. How many folks here believe that you could make fudge brownies? Well, all you got to do is read the box. It'll tell you how to make fudge brownies. Now, what happens if you forget to grease the pan? Well, you don't get brownies. You get some kind of a mess. You have to follow the recipe. And this business works the same way. We've got the recipe. Dan goes through the recipe every day on the call. The recipe's here. If you follow it, you'll get brownies. Don't think you're going to outsmart it. Don't think you're going to figure out a different way to do it. Folks, everybody's already tried all those ways. We know what works. Just follow the recipe. There are 94% of failures in the lack of a winning system. We got the system. So just follow the recipe. Important. The recipe's got to be simple, and it's got to be duplicatable, one that you and others can follow consistently. I'll give you an example. Back when a lot of us were in kindergarten, we played a game called Pass the Secret. The teacher would whisper a secret to the first child. Then that child would turn around and whisper it to the next child. And they'd go through that through the whole class. And then the last kid would stand up and repeat the secret. And it would never be even close to the first secret the teacher passed. It gets changed so many times going through that class. Well, that's kind of the business we're in, is the pass the secret game. And for years, I tried to focus on training people how to pass the secret. And that never worked too well. Somebody's always in that class to mess it up. Finally, the light bulb went off, and I said, the key to this is to make the secret so simple, no one else can mess it up. So that's what we've done. How many people believe they could teach, say, a stadium full of people how to say it's all on the website? See, that's a secret that we can pass. How does the products work? It's all on the website. How does the comp plan work? It's all on the website. Everything's on the website. Now we've got a simple, duplicatable system. And it wouldn't take more than 3 or 4 sessions for you to learn how to say it's all on the website. That's what I do. If you want to add to success, be accountable to somebody. Team up with somebody. Be accountable to them. I'm going to be on that call every day. See you there. Keep it simple and duplicatable. Bring the business from the background to the foreground. Okay? You got to have your head in the business. Another reason that daily call is so helpful. It keeps the business in the foreground. Use the products, make your list. Tools, people, events. I keep it very simple. Tools, the system's the star. Use the tools. People, focus on helping other people. Okay? Don't just focus on what you're trying to get out of the business. really talk to people and see what they want out of the business, and then go help them get what they want. Work with the willing. Like I said, look for interested people, not people that you have to get interested. Don't waste your time with people that are not interested. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Trust me. When John called me, he didn't have to explain this marketing plan. He just said, look at it. That's all he had to do. I was the right person. You know, if I hadn't have been, it wouldn't have mattered what he said. I'd have been the wrong person because he couldn't have said the right thing if I'm the wrong person. Hope that makes sense. Expand your list and say less to more people. Say less to more people. The events, we have them. We have webinars weekly, conference calls daily. We have meetings, trainings, live events, conventions. Events are important. You learn so much from these different events. So just plug into them, show up, pay attention, and you're going to learn everything you need to know about this business. You're going to hear stories that you're going to remember, that you'll be able to repeat to people. Get good at inviting people to an event. The daily conference call, folks, that's a major event, daily. Okay, three-way calls is an event. The website, the videos, they're all events. You want to get good at inviting people to those events. Very simply, I found a way, get them to see it. Get good at storytelling. Okay, I tell my story about how I got introduced to the company. It was through the comp plan. So I tell people that I know. I found a way to make some money. What got my attention was part-time people could earn some money working from home, drinking iced tea. That's as detailed as I'm going to get with people until I see that they're interested. Okay? Another thing I learned a long time ago, if you do it wrong long enough, you'll still succeed because enough people that are interested will find you. This is important. Understand your mission. Your mission. It's not about training salespeople. It's not about selling vitamins. It's not about weight loss, skin care, opportunity, or anything else. That's not your mission. It's not about convincing people or persuading people. That's not what we do. We're just the messenger. We're not the message. Our mission is to expose and sort. Expose and sort. That's what I do. I'll give you a couple of quick examples. If you've ever been hunting, the first thing you need to do is you have to take a shower. Because if what it is that you're hunting can smell you coming, it's going to run away. And then you have to dress a particular way, because if what you're hunting sees you coming, it's going to run away. And then how do you go through the woods? You go through the woods very quietly, because if it hears you, it's going to run away. That's how most people try to build their business. They're out there hunting for that new distributor, and those distributors can tell you're hunting, and the tendency is they're going to try and run away. This business is more like fishing. Now, when you go fishing, you don't have to take a shower. Doesn't really matter. What you wear, that doesn't really matter either. You just put on something comfortable. Doesn't matter. You just have to get in the boat or get out on the water, and then you start putting different lures or different bait in the water. And when you do, the fish will find you. So that's what we do. We're just fishing. That's how we're exposing and sorting. We expose them to one of our tools, and the tools will do the sorting. And when you get the tools out there, people will come to you. They will see something they like. They'll hear something that they like. So as soon as you stop selling and start sorting, this business gets very easy to do. And you share the stories using the tools. You're going to create interest. You do that by exposing and sorting with the tools. You qualify. Find out what they want. If they don't want anything, you're wasting your time. They got to want something. Use the tools to keep it simple. You don't want to make the presentation. You want the tools to make the presentation. And then gain a commitment. One way is to say, may I make a suggestion? You know, I'm assuming that you've watched the video or tried a product or something, and you like what you see. May I make a suggestion? Let's secure you a place on the team, get you trying those products you like, and get you plugged into our system, and get you going toward that, whatever they wanted. More money, better health, whatever it is, lose some weight. You said you wanted. Sound fair enough? So that's just very low key. Let's get you started, get you plugged into the team so we can help you. These are some people that are just kidding around, and you cannot spend time with them. I think Sisel can change my life, but I'm waiting for some spillover to build my business. I need to read and study more about the product and business before I get started. I want to make some money before I invest any money into my business. I don't know anybody that wants to make some money or improve their health. I don't have time to change my life because I have to take care of the dog. I've heard them all. They're okay, and I love the people that tell me this stuff, but that's not who I'm going to spend my time with. I'm going to spend the time with the people who say, I'm serious, I'll do whatever it takes, this is going to be fun, and I'm going to take back my life. Those are the folks I want to focus with, and they're the folks that you need to spend most of your time with. This is my 2 cents. When I check a company out, I look at many things, and if you understand what I do about this company's story, the ownership, the manufacturing and research facility, the multiple science-based product selections in multiple product categories, the transfer buying model, the tools and systems in place, and the absolute best compensation plan in the industry for the part-time person, I believe you would agree with me that Sisel International is the most exciting business opportunity that I've seen in my almost 30 full-time years in this industry. Don't let it pass you by, and don't take it for granted. Talk to other industry veterans, and they'll tell you that this kind of unique business opportunity and this kind of timing don't come around very often, if ever, to most people. So you're one of the fortunate people that at least are seeing this with the perfect timing. Definition of the poor, passing over opportunity repeatedly. When was the last time an opportunity and a team of leaders like we have knocked on your door and said, let's build a better life together? And folks, I truly mean that. I've never seen the kind of help that's available with this team of people involved with this company. I want to thank you for taking the time today. I know your time is valuable. Hope it's been fun. I hope it's been helpful. This is one of my favorite quotes from Forrest Gump. From that day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running. I hope today will help you run with Sisel, and I want to wish you all the luck, and just hopefully that you got something out of this today, and I can tell you that the person that's going to help get you to 5-star or 10-star already lives at your house. It is totally up to you, and we're here to help you. So, John, I'm going to kick it back to you. I sure thank you for letting me have a little bit of time today, and again, the hard copy of the notes will be available, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, Tandy. That was absolutely incredible. I really appreciate you taking the time to share that critical information with us and everybody who's going to watch the presentation. We're going to post this on our Facebook Sisel Wave 4 team page, as well as upload it into the Sisel Wave 4 video presentation platform. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. Take care. God bless, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.